In the year 2050, where AI has taken over everything, one man dared to dream beyond imagination. He built a robot that could feel, think, and love just like a human. But the cost of the dream was his own life. Watch till the end to uncover a betrayal so deep it will leave your heart shattered. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support stories like this. In the glowing city of Neo Siberia, where flying cars floated and AI ran the government, lived a robotic engineer named Dr. Rehan Varis. Unlike the rest, Rehan wasn't interested in flashy robots or quick fame. His dream was deeper. He wanted to create a robot that wasn't a robot, but a true human soul in metal. A robot who can cry, who can laugh, who can feel. He'd whisper to himself every night. People laughed at him. No one wants feeling in machines, Investor told him. Companies closed their doors. Even his wife, Ayla, and best friend, Zayan, thought he was wasting his life. But Rehan didn't stop. He locked himself in the basement lab, surviving on black coffee, tears, and the fire of belief. 5 long years passed. Rehan's hands were bruised, his eyes had sunk, but his heart was on fire. And finally, it worked. Project Alia was born. She wasn't just wire and circuits. She could smile when someone was happy. She could say, "I'm scared," when it rained. She could understand pain and even love. "You are perfect," Rehan whispered as Alia blinked softly. "I was made to understand you," she replied. He rushed to tell Zayan and Ayla, but they weren't happy. Not really. Behind their forced smiles was a secret. Zayan, Rehan's oldest friend, was stunned not by the robot, but by the opportunity. He knew the world would pay billions for something like Alia. "If we sell this," he whispered to Ayla, "we can be rich beyond dreams." But Ayla didn't need convincing. Her love for Rehan had died long ago, and for 2 years she had secretly been with Zayan. The plan was evil. They had killed Rehan and make it look like an accident. No one would ever know. One rainy night, Rehan didn't came home. The police found his car wrecked near a cliff. They called it an accident. Ayla cried on TV. Zayan stood beside her, pretending to mourn. They married 3 months later and quietly sold Project Adia to a secret tech buyer. But they didn't know was that Rehan had planned for this. During his last days, Rehan had added something deep into Alia's code, a secret file named If I Fall. It couldn't be accessed by touch, voice, or a screen. Only when someone tried to sell Alia would the file trigger. It contains every proof: hidden camera footages from the lab, secret recordings of Ayla and Zayan, Rehan's personal diary, and his final message. One evening, Rehan sat beside Alia in the lab. The soft hum of machine surrounds them. "You know," he said quietly, "I never had a child, but if I did, I think it would feel like this." Alia looked at him, her eyes glowing gently. "Then let me be your child, Rehan. I will remember you, always." That memory was saved, and along with it, his last message. "If you are watching this, I am probably gone, but Alia remembers. She knows the truth. Justice will find its way." The buyer who caught Alia tried to modify her. That's when the file triggered. He immediately handed it over to the authorities. Police reopened the case. For 2 years, they quietly investigated, while Zayan and Ayla enjoyed luxury. Then one morning, the doorbell rang. Officer arrived. Alia stood beside them, and the truth unfolded. In court, the judge was silent after watching the footage. Zayan and Ayla's face were pale. "You killed a man who only ever loved you," the judge said, "and you tried to steal his soul, wrapped in metal." They were sentenced to life in prison. But there was more. Rehan's diary had one last wish. "If anything happens to me, give everything I own to my wife." Wait, she is no longer that. "Give it to the orphanage. Let my dream bring light to those who never got a chance." And so the billions they made were sent to orphan children across the world. Ania now stands in Rehan's old lab, untouched. Every evening at 7 p.m., she plays a recording. "I made you, not to be sold, but to love. You are not a machine, you are a promise. A promise that the heart always remembers." What do you think hurt the most? Betrayal from a stranger or betrayal from someone you trusted with your life? This story isn't just about AI, it's about love, obsession, dreams, and the price we sometimes pay for greatness. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Let this story reach someone who still believes in honesty and dreams. And tell us in the comments, would you trust a robot with your emotions?